Hello, and welcome to Everything Travel and Health. Are you a foreigner who is eager to immigrate to Canada? Are you in need of jobs that offer visa sponsorships in Canada? Do you meet the requirements for jobs in Canada but not receive any responses after submitting several applications? If you fall into this category, then this video is for you. Several foreign applicants are well versed in the various kinds of jobs that are in high demand in Canada. In addition, several of these applicants have the requisite qualifications and experience. A large proportion of these applicants have also painstakingly applied for several of these jobs. However, many wonder why they do not receive responses or invitations for interviews. A lot of applicants have become discouraged because of this fact. But I bring you hope in this video. Many reasons could account for this, including the use of a non-Canadian style resume and cover letter. I have addressed this issue in another video. However, another important reason is the fact that not all jobs available on job websites are available to foreigners. Most applicants are fond of submitting applications to any job openings they see online. But the truth is that not all job openings are open to international candidates. Most of these job openings are reserved for applicants who are in Canada. Most employers in Canada have recognized the fact that it is easy to find and recruit international workers who are better qualified for the job vacancies they have. But due to the hassles of the process involved in securing a labor market impact assessment, LMIA, many of them get discouraged and decide rather to employ candidates who are already residents of Canada. However, the Government of Canada has now made it easier to get LMIA, and has also made it possible for employers to hire foreign workers for certain jobs without requiring LMIA. This is good news. And now there are a lot of employers in Canada who are willing to employ foreign workers who meet their requirements. Many of these employers are currently employing foreign workers from different countries. The task, therefore, is how to locate these employers in Canada. This is what I will be doing for you in this video. This video is a follow-up to my first video on how to build a Canadian-style resume. In this video, I will be showing you some websites that provide jobs in Canada with visa sponsorships. I will be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to search out these jobs. Towards the end of the video, I will be giving you some tips on how to improve your chances of getting these jobs. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so to enjoy more of our informative content. Do not forget to hit the notification button to be notified of our future uploads. The first website I will be discussing today is the official job bank of the Government of Canada. I am talking about jobbank.gc.ca. This is one of the best job websites where you can easily get visa sponsorship jobs in Canada. It has a lot of features that make it unique. We shall see those features shortly. The website also has a lot of resources that can help foreign applicants in their search for jobs in Canada. Firstly, to see all the jobs for foreign workers from employers with LMIA, click on LMIA on the web page. You can see that there are about 6,113 jobs here. This means that there is LMIA certificate to employ foreign workers into any of these jobs. However, an employer can choose to use it or not at the moment. So, to know if an employer is willing to employ a foreign applicant for a job, we have to look into the job description. Let's click on the job titled Database Analyst to know more about that. Now, scroll to the bottom to where we have the heading, Who can apply to this job? It reads only apply to this job if you are a Canadian citizen, a permanent or a temporary resident of Canada. You have a valid Canadian work permit. If you are not authorized to work in Canada, do not apply. The employer will not respond to your application. This implies that this job is not open to foreign applicants. So, it is useless to apply for this job as a foreign applicant. Let's go back and look at the second job, fish processing laborer. Scroll down to the bottom. You can see that this reads, the employer accepts applications from Canadian citizens and permanent or temporary residents of Canada. Other candidates with or without a valid Canadian work permit. This means that this job is open to foreign applicants. So, if you apply for this job as a foreign applicant and you meet the requirements, you could be selected. To search for a specific job, you have to go back to the main web page, scroll down on the main page to the heading titled Resources Tailored to Your Needs. Under it, click on the icon Foreign Candidates from Outside Canada. This takes you to a segment of the website that is entirely for foreign workers. Here, you have all the resources to help you land a job in Canada. To search for a particular job on this website, type the job title and the location. If you have a specific location, like a province or city in Canada, you wish to work in, type the name of the location on the provided space. It will show suggestions. Select the one that applies. For example, if we want to search for storekeeper jobs in Alberta, we type in storekeeper and then Alberta on the spaces provided. You can see that when I typed in Alberta, it provided different suggestions of cities in Alberta. So, let's select Calgary, and then we click the search icon. When you do that, it will show you all the storekeeper jobs in Calgary. If you have no specific city in mind, you can select the province of Alberta. It will display all the jobs in Alberta. But if you have no specific location in mind, then select all of Canada from the suggestions provided. So, let's see the storekeeper jobs available in Canada. You can see that right now, there are 40 storekeeper jobs. Of these 40 jobs, 1 is in the province of Manitoba, 2 are in Newfoundland and Labrador, 34 in Quebec, and 2 are in Saskatchewan. To see the jobs from each province, simply click on the name of the province, and it will display the jobs. Let's see the jobs in Saskatchewan. These are the 2 storekeeper jobs in Saskatchewan. To know more about the job, we click on the job. You can read more about the job on this page. However, before you read through the job description and apply for the job, you have to be very sure that this job is for foreign applicants, as I described earlier. This particular job is open to international applicants. Now that we know that, we can then read through the job description and apply for the job. To apply for this job, click on Show How to Apply. For this job, there is an email address provided. So, you have to send your resume and cover letter to this email address. Please remember that before you send your resume and cover letter, you must tailor them towards this job. To do this, use some of the words and sentences from the task in your resume and cover letter. For example, let's use the information in this job description to prepare our resume. This resume you can see here is our already prepared resume for other storekeeper jobs. To be able to use it in applying for this job, we have to rewrite the work experience section. So, we will have to input some of these tasks into the resume we would submit for this job. Therefore, as part of the duties performed under the work experiences in this resume, I have included that I answered telephone and relayed telephone calls and messages, cleaned and maintained office, supply area or warehouse, conducted sales calls, performed general office duties, etc. On the second work experience in this resume, I have also included some of the tasks from our job ad. You can see that we have used information from our job description to rewrite our resume. That is how you tailor your resume to the job ad. You can also include some of the other tasks in your cover letter. It is important that you do this to ensure that your resume makes it through the ATS screening process. To learn more about how to build a resume and write a cover letter using Canadian standards, you can check my channels for 2 videos on the subjects. Links to the video are also in the description box. Note that for some jobs, you will be redirected to either the company website or another website for details on the job and how to apply. This applies to jobs that do not have the red leaf symbol on the Canadian flag attached to the job title. Let's look at one example of such a job. So, we go back to the storekeeper job search in Canada. Looking at this second job, you can see that it has a different logo or symbol attached to the job title. Let's click on it to learn more about the job. You can see that we don't have so much information about this job here. Rather, we are told to view the full job posting on Jobilico. Let's click on it to see where we will be redirected to. Now, we are on another website, and you can see that we now have more information about this job here. Part of the description of this job is written in French, because the job is in Quebec province, which is mainly French-speaking. You can also apply for this job on this page. Another website that makes it easier to identify jobs in Canada with visa sponsorship is canadajobbank.org. This website has a list of carefully selected LMIA-approved jobs for foreign applicants. The job site makes it very easy to identify the jobs, with all the necessary information. On the website, you can search for jobs by location, category, as well as by city. To search for Canada jobs for foreigners on this website, scroll to the bottom of the page and click on the icon LMIA Approved Jobs for Foreigners. You will be redirected to this page, which contains a list of several jobs for foreigners. It also contains a lot of information about each of these jobs as well as information about LMIA. To search for a particular job, scroll down to the bottom of the page until you locate a search box. Input the job title you want to search for in the space provided and click on the search icon. For example, let's search for warehouse jobs. We type warehouse jobs into the space provided and click the search icon. The resulting page shows a list of different LMIA-approved warehouse jobs in Canada. To learn more about any of the jobs, click on the job title, and it takes you to the job description. So, let's see the job description for the first job on this list, the warehouse worker, material handling job. To see everything written about the job, scroll down. As you can see, we have the job description, the job requirements, the work setting, additional information, and how to apply. On how to apply, you can see that you can either apply by email, by mail, or in person. So, if you are interested in this job, you can rewrite your resume to reflect the job description and then apply for the job. Always ensure to rewrite your resume, especially the work experience section, for each job before you apply. There are other great websites that provide Canada jobs with visa sponsorships. Some of them are ca.indeed.com, Glassdoor.com, LinkedIn.com. However, I shall discuss them in my subsequent videos. Knowing about the different websites that provide jobs in Canada with visa sponsorship, there are a few tips that you must remember when applying. Firstly, give much attention to your resume. When applying for jobs via email or mail, your resume and cover letter provide the first impression to your prospective employer. Hence, it is important to take time and effort to ensure that your first impression is good. As I mentioned earlier, you must also ensure that each resume submitted for each job posting is specifically tailored to reflect the job description. You can watch my video on how to build a Canadian-style resume for more information about the subject. As I said earlier, this video is part 2 of that video. So, ensure you watch it. Secondly, when applying for jobs via email, it is important to include a cover letter. However, the type of cover letter used in this case is an email cover letter. An email cover letter is a shorter version of an application cover letter. However, in this case, instead of attaching a separate cover letter to an email, the letter's content is written directly in the email message. The email cover letter is less formal and more condensed than an application cover letter. Also, there is no need to include your address or the address of the hiring manager or recipient in an email cover letter. Finally, endeavor to apply to as many job openings as possible. The more applications you submit, the higher your chances of landing a job are. Remain optimistic about landing the job of your dreams in Canada, because it is achievable. Several applicants have applied and received job offers, so you too can receive yours. Have a positive mindset. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so to enjoy more of our informative content. Do not forget to hit the notification button to be notified of our future uploads. Thanks, and stay blessed.